Yeah, so we are back again with a live video. So I don't know for how many days I'll be able to continue so many live videos, but I think this is the last live video of this year. And today we are going to talk about a spectacular instrument called the bongos or a bongo drum. So again, I'm here to talk about all the wrong things that are done to the instrument by players over the world, the real way of playing it, how to hold it, how to take care of your bongos, and how to tune it. We'll talk about all these technicalities, its history, of course, and moreover, we will also talk about you know how this instrument it has evolved for. For all these years, and how they have been used in different setups. So yeah, this instrument has been there for more than a century now, and we will talk about everything in detail. So, my name is Arjun, I'm from India, I'm from Kolkata, currently residing in Bangalore. So, if you are watching my video from any part of the world, please do engage in uh, anything that you feel or you want to discuss, maybe, because today over here I have got a screen where I can at least see your questions. Okay, so I'll be able to maybe answer to your questions if required. And if you feel that if this video has done some good to you, or if you got some information from this video, kindly subscribe if you want to. Okay, so I would not say that you have to like and subscribe my channel, but yeah, you can obviously support good work. So yeah, first let me talk about my bongos. So over here I have Tycoon percussion bongo. So you can see the logo here, Tycoon Percussion. Okay, so Tycoon Percussion is a company based in Thailand, and this bongo is made of Siam oak. Okay, and to be honest, this is like their beginner series of bongos, and they are probably made of they are made of Siam oak, but they are probably like the entry level bongos. But honestly, I'll tell you, even the entry level bongos, they sound amazing. Okay, to be honest, they sound really, really good. And if you play this instrument, you'll find that it has a warm and rich tone to it. So with this bongo, I have recorded around a few songs with my friends. A few of them I have recorded, and I have performed in many places across India with this bongo. So yeah, in studio as well as on stage, as well as if you are playing it in your home, it sounds absolutely great. So first we will talk about the configuration. This bongo has two heads. One is known as the macho, the smaller one, which is also called the male part of the bongo, and the hembra, which is also known as the female part of the bongo. So this is somewhere around 6 inches, 6.5 inches, and this one is around 7.5 to 8 inches. This one. So if you tune it in a proper way, or maybe the standard tuning, whatever you follow, so your bongos should sound like this. If you play it with your finger, it should sound somewhat like this. The macho should sound somewhat like this, and the embra should sound somewhat like this. So this instrument was brought in by the Africans again. People from Central and West Africa, they brought this instrument along with the Spaniards in Central America, especially in Cuba. So the eastern part of Cuba is where this instrument was born almost 150 years ago, a bit more than a century ago. So, yeah, initially the instrument did not have these tuning lugs, which you see nowadays in modern bongos. They were only like wooden shells covered with skins. I mean, with animal hides. So they were not tunable, but um, the players used to heat the surface of these hides so that the heat would, make the skin contract, and they could get the pitch they wanted to. So yeah, this is how things used to work back then. But with time and with evolution of the music and the instrument, uh, it evolved, and it is what we see nowadays. On the side of the bongo, you will see that there's a curve. Okay, there's a particular curve to it. On both sides, you'll get to see. Okay, it has got curves. Even the lugs that are there, they are having a curve to it. All the lugs. It's not just a design that has been made, but this is also for the sake of fitting between your legs, because traditional bongo playing is supposed to be done by keeping this instrument between your legs like this. You're supposed to hold the instrument between your legs. See, over here we have a natural curve on these thighs and these calf muscles, between these thighs and these calf muscles. So you can obviously put them here. Keep your legs relaxed. You don't have to clamp it hard. You keep your legs relaxed, and you'll see that the bongo is automatically placed between that. So I always play my bongos like this. I'm a traditional player, like I follow traditional playing, and I love keeping my bongos like this, and I mean, instead of a stand. So yeah, fine. So when you see this instrument, if somebody is playing on a stand, it's absolutely fine. You don't have to judge that person. But traditionally, this is how you're supposed to hold your bongos, and you're supposed to play. So just like any other drums that you play, you need to keep your back straight. Your posture should be straight. And when you're playing the bongo, you might bend a bit forward to get hold of the head. When you're moving your hands uh, on the head, you can use it. I mean, use your body posture to get into a better position. So again, if you see the instrument, you'll find that this instrument uh, has a special way of picking up. People have the habit of, suppose if the bongo is kept like this, people have the habit of taking the bongo from one end and they would pick it up. You're not supposed to pick up a bongo like that. Either you hold both the sides and you pick up, or else there's a wooden joint which is there in the middle. If you can see this, the wooden joint, you're supposed to hold here and pick it up. Please do not pick your bongo from any of the sides, because if you are picking up your bongo from either of these sides, then there's a high chance of these hides which are attached, they might get dislodged. Okay, so try not to pick up your instrument like this. Try to pick it up with the help of this wooden joint, or else you pick it up using both your hands and picking up from both the sides. So yeah, as long as I'll be making the video, I'll try to keep it like this, because the more you keep the bongos between your legs, the muscle memory and the uh, your muscle memory, as well as your tenacity of your muscle, it increases. Okay, so it helps in a lot of in long gigs. It will help you keeping the bongos in one place. It should not hurt your legs. You have to hold your bongos in such a way that these lugs which are there, which are getting attached or coming against your legs should not uh, uh, it should not hurt your legs. So as long as you want me to keep this, I can keep this and I can talk for the whole time. Okay, because my legs are relaxed right now, my legs are loose, yet the bongo has been placed in such a way, my legs are positioned in such a way that my legs won't hurt. So it takes a lot of time to understand and comprehend the way you're supposed to keep the bongos between your legs and play. And if you get hold of that thing, you'll see that playing bongos by keeping it between your legs are it is easier than keeping it on a stand and adjusting the height and the tilt and everything, whether you should tilt the bongo towards your side or whether you should tilt the bongo in front. Because you'll find many players who use a set of congas as well as a set of bongos together, and you'll find them they are using these. I mean, they face the bongo towards them. The head is faced towards them because when they play the congas, at times they use certain fills and certain licks on bongos to enhance the sound and the playing. So that is why the bongos are faced towards them, and in many places you'll find that there are players who actually tilt the bongo outwards towards the audience so that they get this thing. Okay, I mean this position, so that they can play properly. So that is how it is done. Now I think somebody is here. Okay, beat it. Okay, who's this? Okay, this is Viscuts. Okay, Viscuts, beat it. Yeah, I'll definitely play a bit, but the problem is that I'm going to talk more about it. Okay, this video is more about explaining the instrument and explaining what you should be doing, how you should be playing this instrument. And in India, you'll find that people use the techniques of tabla on the bongos. You're not supposed to play it like that. If you're, I mean, grammatically you might play or count wise you might play correct things, but the technique of playing bongo is way different from that of a tabla. People in India, I have seen that they generally play with their fingers like this, somewhat like this. But if you are playing this same rhythm as per the Afro-Cuban way of playing it, you should start. As I'm a right hand player, I'll start with my left hand, this beat. It should go all the way like this. This is called habanero or habanero in Spanish. So this, this beat goes like this. This is how you are supposed to play. But in India, they have this habit of using the palm just like they play in tabla or a dholak. You're not supposed to play in that way if you're playing Afro-Cuban music. And if you are uh, playing this instrument where you have a setup for salsa music or cha-cha-cha music, you should be playing with one hand. I mean, I'm a right hand player again, so my left hand should be resting here for the basic bass tone, which comes with the thumb and the fingers. I mean, the tip of your finger. So there is a deeper bass and a lower bass. And with your right hand, with this finger, especially the index finger on this part, on the top part, use it on the sides. So when you're starting with this rhythm, it should sound somewhat like this. One and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and one, two and three and four and one and two and three and So this is how you're supposed to play, and this rhythm is called a martillo. Okay, a martillo in Spanish, martillo means hammer. So you're basically hammering the bongos with your thumb, with your index finger, as well as with these left hand fingers. So if you're a lefty player, your hand should go like this, and your bongo setup will be completely the opposite. Okay, so this is how we are supposed to begin playing bongos. So yeah, I mean, if you talk about the history of this instrument, again, it goes back to Cuba, and in the early, so not early, I would say, in the mid 19th century, this bongo started its evolution in the eastern part of Cuba, and from there it was later introduced in various Latin American music such as salsa, cha-cha-cha. Then in some places they have introduced habanero. Then they have introduced bolero. So there are various genres in Central and South American Afro-Cuban traditions where bongos are used in a lot of music. In Afro-Peruvian music also you'll find that there is. Oh, thank you so much, Viscats. Thank you. We will continue this. Please stay tuned. Okay, we'll talk a lot about this instrument. Okay, so yeah, so this instrument, that is how you are supposed to play, and you will see that in Afro-Peruvian music in Peru in South America, this instrument is also used. Then again, if you go to North America where the jazz revolution started, Afro-Cuban music was introduced in jazz music as Afro American jazz, or you can also say that it was also called Afro Cuban music, or they were called Latin jazz in many places. So every genre, whatever I'm talking about, they all have used Latin American instruments, Latin American percussions all over. So Afro Cuban music was taken into New York, where you'll see that the conga players and the bongo players and the timbali players are playing with drums and bass guitar, guitar, piano in that setup, and their overall sound is very different. You can listen to uh, many great artists of Latin American jazz. So you can listen to a lot of artists who are there. You can listen to Chucho Valdez, you can listen to Jack DeJohnette, you can listen to my Michel Camillo. Okay, so they play Afro-Cuban jazz as well as they play Latin American jazz and all. You can listen to Carlos Santana, who plays Latin rock, Latin pop, and all these stuff. So later, bongo and the congas were introduced in funk music. Somewhere, in some other genres like soft rock and alt rock, they started using these instruments as as a backup rhythm section to add more flair and more finesse to the setup they had in America. So if you talk of the bongo is basically, it's it's like the high pitched drum that is used in an Afro-Cuban setting, Afro-Latin setting. So if you listen to songo, if you listen to cha-cha-cha, if you listen to salsa music, you'll find, or maybe in Afro-Peruvian music also, you'll find that there are three major instruments. Okay, the first is the timbali, which looks like two steel drums which are played on both sides, and they have a set of bells and they have blocks. Okay, so you play the timbalis. The timbali is like the leader who leads the music. The congas are there who who makes or who introduces the rhythm, like the base of the rhythm, the foundation of the rhythm is maintained by the congas, and eventually you have the bongos, who is like a lead guitarist, who's playing the rhythm. Along with that, they play extra notes on it, or they play certain notes on it on a guitar you'll see that the guitarists they play extra notes on it to enhance the sound, which we call as lead guitar in many places. Okay, so the bongo is like that lead guitar who actually brings in a lot of other what do you call that, other dynamics. Okay, so if a conga player, I'm just mimicking the sound of a conga over here. Suppose if a conga player is playing this, so the bongo player will be playing an alternate rhythm which is supposed to sound like this. So that's how things go. So again, like if you listen to these two rhythms, you'll understand in your mind that how well they gel together. You'll find there are many lessons made by many great percussion players and conga and bongo players. You'll find them. So if you see this instrument, I'm just imitating the congas again, the sound of the congas, and then I'll play the rhythm of the bongos. So you'll get a bit of idea how to do this. So suppose you are playing the montuno on the conga, so it should sound somewhat like this. Now the bongos. So this is how they interlock, and on timbales they play some other rhythms, which I cannot show you right now because I don't have a timbale or a conga with me. I just have a bongo, and the rest of my instruments are there in Calcutta in my native. So yeah, this is how the bongos are played. Now, how to tune the bongos? So first, if you see these lugs which are there, they have one uh, nut here, which is tuned with the help of these spanners. Okay, so I have a 12 millimeter, 13 millimeter spanner with me. So the 13 millimeter fits perfectly here. So with this, I can either tighten the screws or loosen the screws depending upon what kind of tone I want, what kind of specific sound I want. So I can do that. So I have already tuned my bongos. Maybe you can understand by hearing um, the heads that I played. So yeah, this is how I have tuned it. So again, I'll keep it back between my legs and I'll speak to you guys. So just let me have some tea because I need to stay awake for a while. So I'm having some green tea. So yeah, what one question out of the topic? May I? Yes, please. Please. Whatever questions you have, I'll try to answer it. Only if I know. Okay, so you might question. I'll just continue with my topic. That is, yeah, this is how you can, yeah, clap box or hype string. Uh, like for travel cajon. See, I have not used um, clapbox travel cajon till now. But honestly speaking, I have been using hype string travel cajon. So my opinion is obviously hype string because I have not used the clapbox company, so I won't be able to comment on that. So yeah, for travel cajon I would suggest you can buy hype string. You can obviously try clapbox also. See, if you ask me, I would always suggest that if you have, how long with hype? I have been using hype string since late 2023. And what? Any defects so far? No, not yet. Not yet. The cajon is extremely well built. The sound is pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, you can obviously buy. So, what my opinion is that what suits your sound, you need to understand that. First, you need to understand what exactly you want, what sound you want. You will be the player. You will be determining how you, I mean, what sound you want, and what, and actually teak. Yeah, it is made of teak. It is made of teak. You, if you buy the cajon, or maybe if somebody has that hype string cajon, if you take it on your hand, you'll understand that it is nice. What is the difference in sound? No, I don't know what is the difference in sound, but I mean, hype string. I mean, I use hype string, so um, I know the sound of hype string which suits me. So that's what I have been telling you. Like what I'm trying to tell you, that whatever suits your sound, you need to identify that what sound you want. And second is what exactly you want to play. Okay, whether that sound is suiting your playing or not, you need to understand that. Then you buy. Okay, so you'll find hype string is there, you'll find clapbox is there, you'll find Gappu is there from Calcutta. You will find Rhythm Pro, another new company has come up. So you'll find a lot of travel cajon available in India right now. So it's all up to you. Okay, in Amazon you might find another company called Gecko Percussions. Okay, what I need, less treble, more on bass side. See, if you want, see, you need to know how to play the bass. Okay, I mean, a travel cajon cannot solve your problems unless you know what you're trying to play. If you know how to take a sound, I mean, take the bass sound out of that small instrument, you'll be able to do it. You need to use this part of your palm, and you need to use, hit like this. See, this is also a head which is similar to the sides of your hype string cajon. Okay, this head which is almost similar. So if you listen carefully, I don't know how much my phone is capturing right now, but if you listen to it, you'll find that there is a deep bass that I can play with this part of my hand, with my palm, like this. See that thud, that heavy sound. So if you can play like that on the travel cajon, so whether you buy a clapbox cajon or a hype string or a gecko percussion, whatever you want to buy, gapu and all, whatever you want to buy, you need to know how to take out that sound. Okay, given the hit is proper, which gives better bass. Oh god, I mean, I've been telling you the same thing, that whichever you, I mean, you can go to a shop and you can find out yourself. I mean, instead of asking me, you just go to a shop and you can ask. Anyway, so let's come back to our topic. What I was trying to tell you is that if you are planning to tune a bongo, you have to use a spanner or a wrench, whatever you call this. So I have a 12 millimeter, 13 millimeter spanner or wrench. So with this, on the 13 millimeter side, I tune my bongos. Okay, so my bongo is basically a bottom tuning bongo. If you see, it's on the bottom of the instrument, and these are all hollow shells. Because of this, the sound comes in, and this bongo is absolutely amazing. So if I, oh what, uh, okay, still not the answer. Thanks for your time. Okay, thank you again. But again, I'm telling you that if you want to explore what sound suits you, you need to go to a shop and you need to compare the instrument all by yourself. Okay, you need to go there and you need to understand what sound you want. Okay, so for my sound it was hype string. For your sound it can be gappu, it can be clapbox, it can be gecko, it can be anything. You need to understand what sound you want. Okay, so accordingly you buy an instrument. So another thing which is important is the budget, of course. I mean, if your budget is not that high, I mean, a travel cajon doesn't cost a lot of money. So everything, every instrument that you have, like gappu, uh, clapbox, or hype string, they all come within 3,000 rupees, I guess. And I think only that Gecko Percussions travel cajon is actually 6,000 because it is imported. I think it's more than 6,000 rupees, and you only get that in Amazon. So yeah, again, let's come to the tuning. So this is a bottom tuning bongo. So there are many bongos. Like if you go for Latin percussion Carl Pereso series, you'll find that the bongos are and the congas, they are all top tuning congas and bongos. So again, it depends upon the company how they are manufacturing it and how you are playing it. Okay, so this is how the bongos have been going through evolution. Now, if I talk of the application of this instrument, I just showed you a few things. So basically, the rhythm of the congas, the bongos, timbales, they all depend on clave. If you have not, if you have not heard of clave, or if you don't know how clave is played, you can check my video. It's there on my channel. I've made a separate video on clave. What is a clave, how to play a clave. Everything I have made into a video, so you can go and check out. And why the clave? Because clave, I'll just give you a brief briefing about it. Clave is basically, again, it is the pulse of the rhythm that you're going to play. Suppose if you're playing this, so if you're playing this, the basic rhythm of clave should go like this, which is called a 3/2 clave. This is how it should go, and the bongo, the conga, the timbali, the horn section, uh, the piano player, the guitarist, the bassist, everyone will follow that same pulse, which is. So this is what is played. Okay, so based on that pulse, all the instrument will follow that pulse. It's like a clave player, a person who plays the clave in a salsa band or in a cha-cha-cha band, you'll find that they only play that rhythm throughout the song. They don't change. So what is the difference between a son clave, rumba clave, the bossa clave, then Afro-Cuban clave, Afro-Peruvian clave, everything I have explained in one video. You can go and check out that. And in the meantime, let us go further into it. That is, these bongos, um, they are those leaders. I mean, I would say that they bring in the dynamics, because you don't keep on playing the same groove in bongo over and over again. So you generally play the basic rhythm, and after that you start improvising. Okay, so if I'm a right hand player, so lefties can reverse it. So you can always, I mean, you're supposed to play the bongo from the left to right if you're a right hand player, and for left hand it will again reverse. So if you're playing the bongo from left to right, you can obviously, you can fill in with different sounds by going from right to left. Okay, from right to left you can go like this, whatever suits you, but the rhythm should follow from left to right generally. So again, I'm playing the martillo, so I'll just give a few variations so that you can understand how it is played. So let's start. 1 2 1 2 3 4. this is how the martillo is played, and you see the basic rhythm is this. So this is what the basic rhythm is, but with that I have added more colors, more dynamics to it, which is pretty um, pretty nice. I mean, I would say, because if you are adding these colors in a salsa setup or maybe in a cha-cha setup, these they sound really good. So next we can talk about a slower rhythm, say like bolero, where we generally use the fingers to play triplets and quadruplets. So triplets and quadruplets are basically the foundation of bolero music, and they are supposed to be very slow, and they're supposed to be very what should I say, it should be very mellow. Okay, so the way I played martillo, or the martillo, whatever you say, so the way I played martillo, bolero should mellow down. It should, the volume, the dynamics should come down. So suppose if you're starting with the triplet pattern, I generally, okay, so another thing I would like to tell you about, okay, maybe I'll tell you later after this. So I use finger techniques. I use my index fingers more while playing the bongos. So other players, they use these two fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger, to play like this. I prefer playing it like this. And when you're playing the bongos, your hand should not fall like the way it is played on tabla. So it's supposed to fall like a drumstick. Just like you hit a drumstick, similarly your finger should fall to bring out that sound. Okay, so yeah, this is how you start playing the bongos. So when you play bolero, like the triplet pattern, you play. And the same pattern goes with a quadruplet feel, which sounds somewhat like this. Now, this quadruplet feel sound which you have in bolero, you can use the sets of your fingers, the fingers like this, from left to right, from left to right. Your ring finger, middle finger, and index finger should fall one after the other like this. So you can play it like this. So you can use your fingers. So when you're playing a bongo, you can use a lot of techniques. Okay, so the first thing that we learn while playing bongos is playing with your thumb and playing with your tip, where you get that lower bass and a mellow bass. Okay, like a heavier bass and a lower bass, like this. You just slide your hand a bit, these fingers at once. It should fall like this. See how both these pitches, they are different. So with your right hand, you play a close note, which we consider it to be a slap in bongo. It sounds somewhat like this, or maybe depending upon what kind of sound you want, you can always slide your hand accordingly. So if you want a higher pitch sound, you can reduce the area by bringing your thumb closer to the edge of the bongo. See, I have been playing my finger here, so that's why you can see that there is a black patch which has developed over the years. So higher pitch, a bit lower. So first we learn these three: 1, Then we have an open slap or open tone, which we play like this without anything, which is again higher in pitch. So it sounds somewhat like this. See, you can hear those two pitches. Same, you play an open note here. So this is how you introduce yourself to the three basic, very basic uh, stroke playing in bongo. Then you use your palm and you play a mute tone which sounds like this. With both hands you can play on both the heads. So you can again put your hand like this. You can curl your hand a bit, both hands, and you can play it like this. So these are mute tones which cuts down. They all cut down the overtones of a bongo. Okay, so this is the fourth stroke that we get to learn. The fifth one is a slap. Like when you play a conga, you play slaps. Okay, open slaps and close slaps. Similarly, in bongos also we have open and close slaps. Normally you play, suppose you are playing notes like this, you play it like this. So just to accentuate, you can play it like this. Okay, so you don't generally play this slap on the embra side, because on the embra side this slap sounds a bit weird. I mean, at least I feel a bit weird, so I don't play this slap on the embra side, the lower drum. I always play it on the higher pitch or the high pitch drum, which is the macho. So if you are playing a rhythm like this, however you want to play. Okay, so this is how we play the bongos, the stroke playing. So after this, we will quickly jump onto the next part, which is the maintenance of the bongo. Initially, in the video, again, if you go through the video, you'll find that I told you in the first part of the video that do not pick up your bongo from any of the sides. Okay, you're supposed to pick up with both hands from both sides, or else use this wooden joint to pick up the bongo. Okay, do not keep your bongo upside down like this. Never do that, because these membranes that you have, they are made of animal skin mostly. You'll find bongos with synthetic skins. You'll find them with synthetic membranes. So there they have a different tone compared to the animal hides that I'm using here. So yeah, so you are not supposed to keep your bongos upside down like this. Please do not do that. Always keep your bongos like this, or the embra should be at the bottom and the macho should be at the top, and you can keep it like this. Okay, be very careful while keeping your bongos, because it should not hit hard, because these shells are so heavy that with their weight the bongo can break. So it is highly likely that you people might not know how to handle a bongo in the beginning. So always carry a bag with proper cushion or padding inside. Hold your bongos with both hands or in the middle like this. Okay, please make sure you do not use any sharp objects on the surface. Then if you are playing it with a stick, you'll find many percussionists, they play the bongos with sticks. So if you're playing it with a stick, make sure that you don't hit it very hard if you have a if you have an animal skin, because if your drums are tuned high and if you hit them with a stick, it might crack, it might break. So be very careful about it, and make sure you put oil on these lugs. Okay, you put oil, little bit of oil every time whenever. I mean, at least twice a year you should be putting. At least twice a year. So you should put some oil. It helps in lubricating the screws. And obviously keep it dust free. Don't keep it under direct sunlight or rain or any place that has more moisture. Okay, so be very careful on of where you keep the bongos, because they are made of wood. Even fiberglass bongos, or you'll find carbon fiber bongos are there. So even they are equally susceptible to various problems. Okay, so just have some tea. So yeah, when you talk of this instrument, this is how you can maintain it. Now, if you are talking of the stroke playing, which I was about to tell you, people use fingers, or they use, these two fingers together. I prefer using single fingers because I feel that it gives me more comfort. So when you're playing a bongo, make sure that your hands, they fall straight on the heads. Okay, they should fall straight on the heads. They should not fall like this, because it takes away your power. If you are trying to go somewhat like this, if you are going like this, and if your hand is falling like, it doesn't give you that power. Okay, so again, playing a bongo is not that very challenging, but yes, maintaining the nuances of the bongo is difficult. Okay, the basic rhythms in the bongos are not that difficult, but maintaining the nuances that are required in Afro-Cuban music or in Latin music is difficult. Okay, you just cannot play anything and everything you like. You cannot go playing, you cannot just imitate drums on it like this. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so you cannot even imitate tabla on it, dhol on it. So a bongo is supposed to be played like a bongo. That is it. Okay, so this is what my video is all about the content of, I mean, today's content. Okay, so if I make another video, maybe in the upcoming few days, I will try to do it. Maybe on some other instrument, or maybe some other smaller percussion. I mean, the smaller percussions that I have. So I'll try to do that. And if I can't, or if I am unable to, make a live video on this, I'll definitely come up with some other playing stuff or something. So yeah, stay tuned, stay happy, healthy, and smiling is one of the best things you can do in your life. And happy new year to everyone in advance. In case if we don't meet in this year, maybe next year again we will meet on something, in case. Okay, so yeah, that is it. And before going, please listen to good music, follow good musicians, don't follow people who don't play these instruments properly. Don't follow them. Please do not follow anyone who doesn't have any idea about the grammar of the music that you're learning, or maybe the nuances of playing an instrument. So please don't follow them, because there are people on YouTube who whom you might think they are great, but in reality they are not. If you are taking up any new instrument, please try to find out the root of that instrument. Okay, Suppose if you take up this instrument, the bongo, try to find out from where it has come. Listen to those musicians who helped this instrument evolve and how this instrument helped their playing. Okay, so you must know that it's a both way process. So if you're taking up the bongo, for example, you should be knowing how congas are played, because congas, bongos, and timbales, they are played together. They complement each other. So if you are picking up an instrument, please try to find out its roots and the basics of that instrument, how it is supposed to be played, the style, and also the players who have contributed in the evolution of such instrument. You should be knowing that. And one more thing I would like to suggest you guys, that whatever instrument you are buying, please search for a review video. Okay, and if you are not satisfied with any review video, go to a shop, play that instrument physically. Okay, first listen to the music that are available using that instrument, whether the instrument that is there in your hand, is it sounding like the instrument that you have heard or not, or whether it is close to that instrument or not. See, my bongo that I am playing is not a very expensive or a professional level bongo. It is an entry level bongo, but the sound is really really good. Okay, so I'm happy with this sound, because the way I play and the music that I do with this. Okay, so with this, I'm happy with the bongos that I have. So if you ask me, I'll always tell you that physically go to a shop, try the music instrument with your own hands, listen to the sound, feel. You should feel. I mean, these bongos, they are made of some animal skin. So I have felt the surface with my hand. You need to know where are the places you're supposed to hit, otherwise you might hurt your hand, because these are handheld percussions and they have a rigid and hard surface. So if you are not aware of how to play the instrument, or if you do not know where I mean what you're supposed to do with it, you might hurt yourself. So don't hurt yourself, and try to be uh, a good musician by learning from a good teacher, by listening to good music, and obviously with practice, with eventual practice, you'll only get better. You get better with time, you get better with practice and everything. So that is how you can do. Okay, so if you have anything to ask, you can obviously mail me, or maybe when I upload this video as a chat, upload this as a video, you can obviously come there and you can give your insights, or if you have any questions, please ask. I'll try to answer them. Okay, so yeah, till then, goodbye, take care of yourself, and again, happy new year to every one of you in advance. Hopefully see you again in one more live session, probably within 1st Jan. I'll try to come back within 1st Jan. If not, then we will meet in 2026. See you till then. Take care. Bye.